her. She pitches in the mid-60s and can locate very...
Hitter this season. Gottschall toes the slab, and we are underway here from Knoxville. Again, we talked to Karen Weekly beforehand, saying that maybe
midweek matchup like this, perfect opportunity for her to get back on that horse.
And does so with the first batter, striking out many Tennessee natives in this lineup. Muir, a sophomore.
For the first time in person in January. So a very quick catch-up process comes on. Swung at the very first pitch of this at-bat. Gottschall's way off of it completely.
There's a strikeout. Good pitch down. Gottschall is retired the first two.
Is spinning the ball. A lot of movement, and she can locate well.
Rounder hit to Pooney. She tosses it to first, and that ends the inning. A 1-2-3 frame from Gottschall.
On this ETSU pitching staff, she has good movement on her.
You can see at the top, and doesn't get any easier as you go through the middle. Timely hits from her. Sanchez makes the play, and there's one out.
Donahue underneath it with its swing and pop that up. That's going to be a key.
The entire country, number 2 in the nation, with those.
So the pitches she wants to.
Tried to get Malloy to expand the zone, didn't do so.
And making hitters uncomfortable comes first. Try to go after your ball.
Chops to third. Young. High throw to first, but reined in by Muir, and the first two retired by Ben.
Some confidence getting the top two of the top hitters out right now.
Up the box and into center field. A 2-out single for Zeta Pooney, hitter on the year. 6 homers, 26 driven in.
Doesn't want to give up anything good.
On the right field line, this will twist into the bullpen, and they'll stay at no balls and 2 strikes. Trying to find that put-away pitch against this Tennessee lineup. There's a strikeout. Good work by Bailey. She gives up the 2. Leading off Jasmine Sanchez.
Never an easy
game. They played really well the entire time. 1 inning though.
She also wants her players to compete.
Sanchez out to Donahue. She throws her out, and there's 1 away here in the 2nd inning. The phrase is
facing a top team in the country, just like the 3rd-ranked.
These with the bases loaded earlier in the year, didn't capitalize. Haven't had as many chances recently, but
also jump on a strike.
There's a strikeout for Gottschall. That is her 3rd. He sits at 26-2 on the season.
They want to dominate their
right center. Malloy can cover ground in a hurry, and she snatches that one out of the air. It's a 1-2 home run to right field, but overran Susan. And
past the runner.
2-1 the count to Kutsoyanopoulos.
From our angle, hard to tell, but that's why.
This time it is fair to Young, and she throws her out. Bailey started. Let's see if the bottom of the lineup can get something going.
And 2 of them over 400. It makes it very difficult for a pitcher to take a pitch off.
Or at least 2 runs in 15 of the 35 innings.
Has been there. The defense has been there. That's a different story. But she's done a nice job for them so far as their workhorse. Vols.
Yes, the shortstop into left field, a walk and a base hit with 1 out, and Tennessee with
side. She can do a couple different things. Allen's a triple threat. She can.
Allen back to the circle. Bailey fields her position, and ETSU's defense comes up big so far.
Gottschall's rise is also very. That's the easier one to hit.
Ball and 2 strikes.
It is a pitcher's duel so far in this game. They'll meet it on the same plane.
There is a strikeout. Number 4 for Gottschall. East Tennessee State DP. And makes quick work of Henderson. Back-to-back strikeouts and 8 in a row more from Gallatin, Tennessee.
It's just about which tool is she going to use at this at-bat. Ball right after she previously did a lot lately.
Center, Donahue calls everybody off, and into the outfield, the shortstop squeezes it. Can Tennessee's offense get here in this inning? Has been a catalyst and a big reason why Tennessee
players and also coaches taking advantage of that portal. Mackenzie Donahue, one of those players.
Somewhat been the story for ETSU this year. The first 3 innings.
Ground ball outs, the double plays that are key to avoiding those big innings. Oh, yeah, and also a strikeout or two.
Done so in all 3 innings. Entering today, Tennessee has
Asked for Bailey, but she's managing it well. On the flip side, for tennis to change the second at bat.
that hits Donahue. Barely. While Bailey reacts to the second time through this Tennessee lineup. Rips it, but foul.
And her power up at the plate. She's to the heart of the plate.
This to third. Young to first, and it's a big out. It is the second out.
And try to go to second base, and I like that because she knows she just needs to get.
2-0 the count to Pooney.
Are not entirely hittable or able. These needs to call time.
Walk to Pooney. And it brings McKenna Gibson appearances this year for Bailey. She's walked at least 4.
And just stop the bleeding by getting out.
So this one finds the last row of C, strikes in the third with a 3-run.
Gibson takes this rise, her second at bat, make that adjustment and make her.
Have come with 2 outs. So the rally doesn't just end.
No matter who's at the plate, they can get it done.
Well, it started at the top. In between hop, bobbled, Nadley, not in time. She could have fielded it cleanly on that first bounce.
Heading, refocusing, going after this next hitter.
Off of the glove of Muir, and everybody will be safe. This is exactly what we do. Make mistakes like that against this Tennessee lineup, and they will.
When you're going up against a top team in the country.
To second, Dunn to first. It ends the inning, and that stops the bleeding. But Tennessee's trying to either score or drive in more than half of the team's run pitches to do so. Cameron Young stealing bases and strong at the dish.
Young struck out, protect.
The count of the day, and that breaks it up as Young hustles down the line and beats the throw. First time up, Young made the adjustment. There as it goes foul, and Muir hangs around.
ETSU opportunities to capitalize with runners. At least move her over right now with no outs.
And that hits Muir. And how about this for ETSU? The first 2 sitting for quite a while. And with no
1 against Nadley.
It's Pooney squeezing it. 1 out.
Pooney.
Batter to lead off this inning.
Bucks looking.
Good line. It'll go into the seats. I think one of the biggest stats. 3 runs isn't a ton, but if you can just get
to be a little off and was unable to square. She's a fun player in the field. She wanted her to bring that today.
Well, she rings the bell in 5. Amanda Allen stands in and second. A good catch by Cassidy Dunn to retire Allen.
Nice play by Dunn. She was the
postseason play and regionals. Third, Young plucks. Good play by Muir. She got taken off the bag, but was able to slap the inning. Love a quick and easy frame here in the 4th.
In Johnson City is what you're saying. Okay.
Field, 2-out single for Donahue. That's the third 2-out hit for Tennessee.
Innings with 2 outs.
So here's to center field. That's a base hit. Back-to-back 2-out singles and Zeta out 3-run home run in the 3rd for Tennessee. Pooney takes ball 4, and the bases are loaded for McKenna Gibson. Bailey does a good job of starting.
So going to be what's key for Bailey to keep.
1-1 pitch. Right field. All the way back. Musco. See you later. Bailey is
every single player, every single hitter at the plate.
That inning to at least get a run across. And now in this inning with 2 outs, back-to-back, you're in a spot like you are like with ETSU. Katsoyanopoulos draws the walk.
Executing those pitches. She was hitting her spots and she was
Patrick has taken over at first base to pinch run for
miss or get out of focus for a second. Hitters will make you pay.
Rockenborough draws the walk, which misses outside.
Contagious mentality, tossing that hot bat down the lineup. You can't allow that when it comes to this Tennessee offense.
Here's the 2-2. And Rodriguez chases up and away. But Tennessee does
down in the circle today.
Malloy back to the warning track, and she pulls it in, retiring Cassidy Dunn.
Start over, but they have to remember what is going to be their
to Henderson.
Pitchers have 10. The Lady Vols pitching staff this year.
It's on it, and she tracks it down.
And it on the infield. I mean, Michael, you had Mo.
So here's Kamaya Michelle, side, picked up by Gibson, throw to first, not in time.
Nice job.
Hometown. Who backpedals, has to go to first. It's not in time. She wanted to go to second base.
Donahue at short, but because of that slight hesitation, home run hitter this year with 6.
Drive to right, that's a base hit. ETSU on the board. Michelle right behind. It's a 2-run.
A good piece of hitting by the sub.
Scored twice here in this 5th. Ground ball, good snare by White, and that ends the inning. White helps her cause. With our entire crew, great to have you on board this evening. Tennessee.
Times, couple miscues defensively.
Liner out to short. Nadley makes the catch. 7 at bats this year, a couple hits. She's driven in 2. Payoff pitch. The 3rd. Young gobbles. Too late. And just as you 7-2. Oklahoma won the national champ. This to right. Musko makes the catch. 2 outs. And
tough out. A tough hitter to get out. She had 15 total home runs last year. So, like the heads-up move, paid off.
Grounds out to short, backpedaling, Nadley to first, not in time. All-American.
This is a tough play for Nadley.
First career hit. 0 for 8. Here's the 3-2. Short, picked up by Nadley to first, and it ends the inning and keeps. Jasmine Sanchez, of course, we're trying to 10. Roller, Donahue picks and throws out Adams, 2 outs.
Vo brought in a new philosophy to 21.
Malloy hustling, will not get there in time. Musko hustling to second, and she's in.
Really White and is able to
pitch hitting.
She's in the low 60s, so not a ton of speed, but she does throw a curve both sides.
Here in the 6th inning. And that is a foul ball. Well, what can you say about
Coach Milligan has to be impressed with the way they keep hanging around.
And Simpson comes in, does her job. She multi-homer game, also did so at Western Carolina last April. Multiple. Sit inside of the third base bag and into the corner. She's thinking about 2. The throw in, not in time. And Kirkpatrick, this payoff pitch. Ball 4, and the first 2 have reached for Tennessee.
Down balls, you do take away confidence as a pitcher. Even
glad to be in Johnson City for a bit. Left, sinking, dropping in front of Michelle. Quick throw to third. It's off of the glove of the third baseman. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. The second, the throw will come to the plate. It's off of the glove of the catcher, Henderson. Run scores. No, check that. The second most for Bailey. She threw 163.
Outing pitchers and making in-game adjustments.
Oh, back up the middle. 1 run is in. The winning run to the plate. Safe for Rodriguez. Run rolls ETSU for this. 9 of Tennessee's 10 runs come with 2 outs.